Hello, dear AP TET candidates. Welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. In this video, I am going to explain the model question paper 2. I therefore request all of you to watch this video very carefully and try to understand the answers and also try to learn the new things if at all you come across in this explanation. I also request all of you to share this video with all your friends who are also going to take the TET examination along with you very shortly. Thank you so much. Now let's get into the video. AP TET English Model Question Paper 2, slightly tough TET cum TRT standard. So this is about this general English model question paper 2, and here in this question paper, first of all, I gave you some questions on vocabulary. I will explain all of them one by one very quickly. Here you pay attention. Choose the word most nearly similar. That means, in other words, synonym. So what is the synonym of this obstinate? Obstinate means adamant, pig-headed, bull-headed, inflexible, unyielding, stubborn. There are so many synonyms for this obstinate. And here, let us look at the similar word for this obstinate. Stubborn is only the most nearly similar in meaning to obstinate. Gentle, polite, mild. So these are not the right ones. So the synonym for this obstinate is stubborn. So your answer is going to be A, right? And you go to the next question. Choose the antonym. Antonym means opposite of hostile. Hostile means inimical, aggressive, unfriendly, antagonistic. So it has got so many synonyms. But here the question is, what is the antonym of this? Antonym means, here you pay attention, friendly. The very first one is the antonym of this hostile. And angry is not the right one, cruel is not the right one, arrogant is not the right one. So A is your answer. And you go to the next question. Identify the correctly spelled word. So what is the word given here for correction? Means accommodate. So in all these options, the word accommodate is given with different spelling. Okay, and but you should know the correct spelling. Before you give the correct spelling for any word, you must cut the word into syllables. That point you have to understand. So here you pay attention. AC, ak is always with AC. Accommodate, acquire, academy. AC always makes ak. Calm is always COM, calm. Mo, mo. Date, okay, date, you know very well, date, DAT, date. So accommodate, accommodate. So that is the correct spelling of that word. So now you search for this correct spelling in one of these 4 words. Where can you find this? In the first one, you don't find it. Mo is not there, therefore it is wrong. And here okay, mo date, no, one more C is missing here, therefore it is wrong. And here accommodate, this third one is the right one. Here ma is there, no, mo is not there, therefore this is wrong. So in this way, A, B, D are wrong, only the C one is the right one. 4th question. Choose the correct pair of homophones. Already I have told you about the homophones. Homo means same, okay, plus phone means sound. That means words having the same sound. The same sound means the same pronunciation, but different spelling, different meaning. Such words are called homophones. And here you pay attention. Right. See, same pronunciation, but different spelling is there. Different meaning is there. Right is different. Weak. So same pronunciation, but different spelling, different meaning. So these pairs are called homophones. So here both A and B. Therefore, your answer must be C, both this one and this one. So both A and B, and none is not the right one. So here this C is going to be your answer. Okay, and you go to the next question. Choose the correct one word substitution for what? One who looks at the bright side of things. Okay, bright side of things. What is that person called? Means, here let us look at the options given. Pessimist means one who looks at the dark side of things, and therefore in Telugu he is called Nirashavadi. And here optimist is there. That is the right one because this is the person who looks at the bright side of things. Ashavadi and realist, yadharthavadi, and altruist, one who works for the welfare of others is called an altruist. So this is also not the right one. Only optimist is the right one. So B is your answer. And you go to the next question. Choose the correct meaning of the idiom. Some idiom is given here: to make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, and what is the meaning of this idiom? Let us look at the given options. The very first one is the right one: to exaggerate a small problem. So if there is a small problem, some people will exaggerate that. Exaggerate means they magnify that small issue. So exaggerating a small issue is called to make a mountain out of a molehill. So to climb a mountain, no. To ignore difficulties, no. To invent a line, no. So A is your answer. Ninth one, choose the correct phrasal verb. So he is asking you to choose the correct phrasal verb, but let us look at the question given. He dashed the plan because it was impractical. Impractical means that cannot be carried out, or that is impossible, in other words. So whatever it is, but what to be used in this blank? Let us now look at the given options. Called off, turned out, took on, went over. See here, the very first one is the right phrasal verb that can be used in this blank. He called off the plan. Called off means he cancelled the plan because it was impractical. Turned out means proved, no. Took on, no. Went over, no. All these three are wrong. Only the first one is the right one. And you go to the next question. Rearrange the letters GNI, MEAN to form a word. So if you can arrange these letters, it becomes a very beautiful word. What is that? Here you pay attention. So the very first one is the right one. Meaning, MEANIH, meaning. Manage, enigma, engine, all these three are not the right one. Okay, from these letters you can form only this word but not these words. Now you go to the second section of this question paper, that is grammar, and 20 questions are given in this section. And now let us look at the first question. Identify the main verb in the sentence. So about the helping verbs and main verbs you know pretty well, and here he is asking you to identify the main verb. What is the question given? She has written a poem. So this is the helping verb, this is the main verb. You know very well. Any Tom, Dick and Harry can identify the main verb. It is so simple and all that. So here has is not the main verb. Poem is not the main verb. She, no. So only written is the main verb. So B is your answer. 12th one, fill in the blank with a suitable model. About the modal auxiliaries, you know very well. Should, would, can, could, may, might, must. So these are all called modal auxiliaries. And here he is asking you to use the suitable modal auxiliary in the given blank. So some blank is given here. He says, you dash respect your elders. What modal auxiliary should be used in this blank means? Here, let us look at the given options. May. This is not the right one. You may respect your elders. In Telugu, మీరు పెద్దలను గౌరవించవచ్చు. May means that kind of meaning it conveys. You can also మీరు పెద్దలను గౌరవించగలరు. Some meaning it conveys. Will means you will respect your elders means మీరు పెద్దలను గౌరవిస్తారు, something like that. But here this should is there. Whenever you use this should in this one, it is a beautiful modal auxiliary. You should respect your elders means it is your duty to respect your elders. మీరు పెద్దలను గౌరవించవలే. దట్స్ ద తెలుగు మీనింగ్. అలా గౌరవించడము మీ బాధ్యత, మీ విధి, మీ డ్యూటీ. It's your obligation, it's your responsibility. So here this should must be used in this blank, and therefore this B is the most suitable modal auxiliary that can be used in this blank. And here 13th question, identify the correct sentence. So some sentences are given here, you have to choose the right one. The news are good. Wrong, because news is a singular noun. So after the singular noun there must be used only a singular verb. And about this standing rule I have already told you in the explanation of the first question paper. So what is that? Beside the singular noun there must always be used a singular verb. Beside the plural noun, there must be used always the plural verb. So this is the standing rule throughout the English language. Therefore, here this news is a singular noun, but here a plural verb is used, and therefore this is wrong. And here you go to the next one. The news is good. So news is singular noun and is singular verb. So this is the right one. And the news singular noun, but were plural verb, and therefore this is wrong. And the news singular noun, but be is used. So be form must be used, but not be. What are the be forms? Am, is, are, was, were. These are the be forms. Okay, that means they are the children of this be, but you cannot directly use this be like this. Okay, and therefore here out of these four options, the B one is only the right sentence, the correct sentence. And now you go to the next question. Choose the correct preposition. What is the question given here? He divided the cake. Okay, dash is 6 children. 6 children. Okay, he divided. When division comes, you must use in the middle of. So among, the very first one is the right one. And between, wrong, with, wrong, into, wrong. Here he divided the cake among 6 children. Among is used to indicate the middle of more than 2. And between is used with reference to only 2 persons or 2 things. If there are 2 children, you could have used this one between. But here 6 children are there, more than 2. Then you have to use among. So the first one is only your right answer. 15th question. Identify the correct use of tense. By the time you arrive, నీవు వచ్చేసరికి. By the time you arrive means నీవు వచ్చేసరికి we dash dinner. What to be used in that blank? And here you pay attention. Had finished? No. Finished? No. Were finishing? No. But will have finished. Future perfect tense. So future perfect tense must be used there. మీరు వచ్చేసరికి మేము డిన్నర్ ముగించి ఉంటాము. ఆ పాటికి, ఆ సమయానికి మేము డిన్నర్ ముగించి ఉంటాము. అది కరెక్ట్ మీనింగ్, కరెక్ట్ టెన్స్. Therefore here be must be used, not all other options. You move on to the next question. Change into indirect speech. Okay, what is the sentence given here? He said, I have done my duty. So I have already told you about this direct speech. This said is always called the reporting verb, and the sentence that is put in the inverted commas is called the direct speech. And but for this, the whole sentence is called direct speech. కేవలం ఈ డైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్ ని బట్టి ఈ మొత్తం సెంటెన్స్ ను డైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్ అని అంటుంటాం. రైట్, దిస్ ద రిపోర్టింగ్ వర్డ్, దిస్ ద డైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్, అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ సింపుల్. ఆర్డినరీ సెంటెన్స్ is given here. You can easily change it. So before we look at the options given, let us change it into indirect speech on our own. So here you pay attention. He said, reporting verb should be written as it is, and between this reporting verb and this direct speech, the connecting word that should be used. He said that. Now here I, who is this I is this he. When you turn this I into he, నేను నా యొక్క హోంవర్క్ చేసి ఉన్నాను. నేను అంటే వాడు నేనా? నో, ఎవడైతే మాట్లాడుతున్నాడో వాడే. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు టర్న్ దిస్ ఐ ఇంటూ హీ, and then when you turn this I into he, that again becomes he. All the present tenses of the direct speech must be turned into relevant past tenses. That is the rule. Have done is changed into had done. And my is there. My should be changed according to this subject. My means na yokka. When you change this my into he, that becomes his. నా యొక్క అనే మాటను అతనిలోనికి మారిస్తే అతని యొక్క అవుతుంది. అతని యొక్కని ఏమంటారు? హిజ్ అంటాం. So duty. About this direct and indirect speech, I have made a very wonderful video. Please, if time permits, you can watch that beautiful video and benefit from that. Okay, and here he said that he had done his duty. That must be the indirect speech. And let us check whether this sentence is there or not. He said that he had done. The very first one is the right one. He said that he had done his duty. He said that he has. This have is not turned into past tense, but has put that in the present tense itself. Therefore, he said that he has done his duty. Wrong. He said that I. So this I should be turned into he. Whatever may be the subject of the reporting verb. ఇక్కడ she ఉంటే she లోకి మార్చాలి, he ఉంటే he లోకి మార్చాలి. సో I ఎప్పుడు కూడా రిపోర్టింగ్ వెర్బ్ యొక్క సబ్జెక్ట్ లోనికే మారుతుంది. is Rulu. So here I, when I is turned into he, that must become he. But again he has used this I, and therefore this is wrong. And he said that he did. So have done is present perfect is there. All present perfect tenses of the direct speech must be changed into past perfect in the indirect speech. You know very well. Simple present must be changed into simple past. Present continuous must be changed into past continuous. Present perfect must be changed into past perfect. Present perfect continuous must be changed into past perfect continuous tense. So all these rules are there. I have mentioned all of them in those detailed videos. Please watch those videos. Right. And here this one is also wrong. Only the first one is your answer. 17th question. Choose the correct conditional. Conditional means conditional sentence. That is the complete meaning. The correct conditional sentence. So here you pay attention. What question is given here? If you heat ice, it dash. Some blank is given here. Okay, and what are the options given? Melts, melted, melting, will melt. So now what is the right one? Means only the first one is the right one, not the second one, third one, and fourth one. Okay, why only this melts is correct? Means you look at this conditional sentence. If you heat ice, what is that? It is a universal truth. Okay, it is a general fact, isn't it? Whoever may heat it, that will melt. It is its nature. Whenever there is a fact, a universal truth, or a scientific truth, okay, or general fact, whenever such things are there, you have to use the simple present, okay, in the if clause part, and again simple present in the main clause part. So this is the main clause part. If clause part, main clause part. In every conditional sentence, you can find two parts: if clause part and main clause part. Whenever there is some fact or universal truth or scientific fact or general truth, whenever such things are there in the if clause part, in the main clause part, there must be used only the simple present and not the simple future. So this is all about the zero conditional sentence. Okay, and remember one important thing, I have also made a beautiful video on the conditional sentences. Okay, please watch that video. You move on to the next question. Choose the correct conjunction. He didn't come dash, he was ill. So what conjunction to be used here? Let us look at this. Because the very first one is the right one. Yes, he didn't come because he was ill. He didn't come and he was ill. No, so he was ill at no. So they are wrong. Only the first one is the right one. And now you go to the next question. Identify the type of clause. Underlined. Okay, and here some sentence is given, and in this sentence some clause is underlined, and what is the name of this clause? Okay, and let us look at the given options. Noun clause, the very first one is the right one. It's a noun clause because already I have told you about this in the first explanatory video. Generally these noun clauses will begin with what, okay, why, how, when, where, and so on. Okay? These are all called interrogative pronouns, and with them these noun clauses are generally formed. And here this what is there, what you told me, and therefore this is called a noun clause. Okay, about the clauses and phrases, I have also made a beautiful video. Please try to watch that video and you can understand all the details very clearly. I cannot give you all the details here. Right. 20th question. Choose the correct transformation. What is that transformation? He said, please open the door. This is a statement given here, and now you have to transform this sentence. Transform means changing the sentence from one form into another form. That is the meaning of this transformation. And here the sentence is in this form, you have to change it into other form. Okay, you just pay attention. He requested to open the door. No, he requested me to open the door. This is the right one. Here he requested to whom did he request? That thing is not there. He requested. Whom did he request? That is not there, and therefore he requested to open the door is not the right one. And but here he requested me. When there is nobody, you must think he is talking to you, and therefore you have to say he requested me to open the door, and he requested that I open the door. No, he said open the door. So in this way only the B is the right one and all others are the wrong ones. And you move on to the next question. Choose the correct question tag. So what is the sentence given here? Let us go for a walk. And what question tag should be used there? So here these are the options given, and the very first one, shall we, must be used here, not will we, do we, can we, because whenever the sentence begins with letters you must use blindly only shall we. లెటర్స్ తో సెంటెన్స్ బిగిన్ అయిందంటే చాలు క్వశ్చన్ ట్యాగ్ షెల్ ఏ ఉంటుందని అలా చెప్పాను. సో ప్లీజ్ లెట్ మీ ఉన్నదనుకో, దెన్ వాట్ హ్యాపన్స్, లెట్ హిమ్ ఉందనుకో, అట్లా ఎప్పుడైతే. సో ఆల్ సచ్ థింగ్స్ ఐ హ్యావ్ క్లియర్లీ మెన్షన్డ్ ఇన్ దట్ వీడియో. దేర్ ఫోర్ లెటర్స్ వస్తే మాత్రం షెల్ వి. సో దేర్ ఫోర్ ఏ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి యువర్ ఆన్సర్. 22nd question. Choose the correct word order. What is the correct word order? Here you pay attention. Never I have seen such beauty. Wrong. I never have seen such beauty. Wrong. Never have I seen such beauty. Right. I have never such beauty seen. Wrong. So here this C is only the right one, because whenever you begin a sentence with a negative adverbial, for example, never, okay, never, okay, seldom, okay, rarely, scarcely, hardly, no sooner than. So there are so many words, they are all negative adverbials. Whenever you begin the sentence with these negative adverbials, the sentence structure must be in the inversion. Inversion means first helping verb, then the subject. So here you picture, never have I, first helping verb, then subject. I have is the normal. I have never seen. I have never seen such beauty. It's a normal sentence. Yes, I have never seen such beauty. It's a normal sentence. But some writers, they want to emphasize the fact, emphasize the thing. అలా నొక్కి చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నప్పుడు then they say never have I. అబ్బా అట్లాంటి ఎన్నో చూడలేదా భయ్ అని చెప్పాలి. ఇప్పుడు you can also say I have never seen such beauty. అది నార్మల్గా ఉంది, నేను అలాంటి బ్యూటీ అన్నట్టు చూడలేదు, నార్మల్గా చెప్తున్నావు, కానీ అలాంటి బ్యూటీ అన్నట్టు చూడలేదు రా భయ్ అని చెప్పాలి, అంత ఎఫెక్టివ్గా చెప్పాలి. దెన్ వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? యూ సే నెవర్ హ్యావ్ ఐ. Subject and helping verb are inverted. This is called inversion. So always with these negative words now there must be used an inversion statement. Never have I seen. Never I have seen కాదు. Please, this is a very important this thing. Never have I seen such beauty. Therefore this C is only your answer. Now you move on to the next question. What is the question given here? He is looking forward to dash his vacation. So here what are the options given? Take, taking, took, takes. Okay, so these are the options given, and the first one is wrong, third one is wrong, fourth one is wrong. Only taking, this B is the right one. Why? It is because this look forward to is an idiomatic phrasal verb. It's not an ordinary thing. It's an idiomatic phrasal verb. Look forward to, that means anticipating for something with joy and happiness. After look forward to ఎప్పుడు కూడా ing form verb నే వాడవలను. This is a very important aspect, and therefore B is only your answer. 24th one, identify the function. Okay, and here shall we play a game of chess? So in this question, what function can you find? Can you find a command? No. Can you find a request? No. Can you find a piece of advice? No, but you can find some suggestion. Shall we play a game of chess? Manamu chess aadudama. What are you doing while saying aadudama? You are making a suggestion. In this question, you can find the function of suggestion, and therefore suggestion is going to be your answer. And you go to the next question. Choose the correct tense. Again some question is given on tense. She dash in the school since 2015, and here you pay attention. Is teaching? No. Taught? No. Has been teaching? Yes. Had taught? No. So has been teaching, present perfect continuous tense. present perfect continuous tense. It is because in this sentence you can find since plus point of time. Whenever there is since plus point of time in the given sentence, in the front part of the sentence, there must be a sentence either with present perfect or with present perfect continuous tense. Since plus point of time ఉన్నటువంటి ఆ సెంటెన్స్ యొక్క ముందు భాగంలో ప్రజెంట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ గానీ ప్రజెంట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ కంటిన్యూస్ గానీ చచ్చినట్టుగా ఉండి తీరవలే. ఇట్స్ అ రూల్. దీని మీద కూడా నేను ఒక వీడియో చేశాను. ట్రై టు వాచ్ ఇట్. అండ్ హియర్ since plus point of time is there. Point of time is exact time. So 2015 is an exact time. So therefore it's a point of time. So what should be used? Present perfect continuous he has been using. So therefore C is going to be your answer. And now you go to the next question. Identify the part of speech of the underlined word. He is a fast runner. Some word is underlined in this sentence, and let us now name the part of speech of this word, okay, from the given options. So adverb, the very first one is the right one. Fast is always an adverb. It's not a noun, it's not an adjective, it's not a verb. So only an adverb. So therefore A is your answer. 27th question. Identify the linker. What linker is there? He not only passed the test, dash also topped the class. What should be used there? But the very first one is the right one. But also, no. Already also is here. Therefore, but also is not acceptable here. And as well as all these are wrong. Only but is there. He not only is always followed by but also. Already here but also is given. Therefore, how can you use this? And therefore only but you have to use there. He not only passed the test but also topped the class. Therefore A is going to be your answer. And you go to the next question. Choose the correct agreement. Correct agreement means each boy and each girl dash given a gift. Remember, whenever two singular nouns are followed by each or what is that? Every. Each or every, then the helping verb must be only in the singular number. Okay, the helping verb after this must be singular. Each boy, you are taking one boy, you are taking one girl separately, individually, and therefore here there must be a singular verb. Okay, and here you pay attention. Some options are given. Were, no, or no, have, no. So were is a plural verb, are is a plural verb, have is a plural verb. Only was is a singular one. So each boy and each girl was given a gift. Similarly, every boy and every teacher was given instructions. You cannot say were given. So this is a kind of a compound phrase. Each boy and each girl, every boy and every teacher, each hour, each minute. Such a phrases you can come across. Each hour and each minute. ప్రతి గడియ ప్రతి నిమిషం ఇలా చెప్పాల్సి వస్తుంది ఒకసారి ఆ విషయంలో. సో దెన్ యూ సే ఈచ్ అవర్ అండ్ ఈచ్ మినిట్. వాట్ షుడ్ బి దట్? ఈజ్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ప్రతి గడియ ప్రతి నిమిషము ఎంతో ముఖ్యమైన ముఖ్యమైన వి కాదు. తెలుగులో కూడా అంతే. So therefore each hour and each minute is very important. So therefore whenever the sentence begins with each or every, the helping verb must be singular. This rule you have to understand. And therefore each boy and each girl, what is the singular helping verb? Only was is the singular helping verb. That is why. Okay, and you move on to the next question. Identify the type of sentence. What is that sentence? Please be quiet. Remember, any sentence that begins with a base form verb, any sentence that begins with let or don't or please, keep these four things in our mind. Any sentence that begins with a base form verb or let or don't or please is what? An imperative sentence. బండ గుర్తు వీటితో బిగిన్ అయింది చచ్చినట్టుగా ఇంపరేటివ్. సో హియర్ ప్లీజ్ is there. You can easily identify that. Assertive, no. Exclamatory, no. Imperative, no. Only imperative. Therefore C is your answer. And now you move on to other questions. 30th question. Choose the correct word to fill in. What is the correct word to fill in the blank? The teacher asked the students to be. What must be used in this blank? Silence, no. Silently, no. Silence, no, but only silent. After this be, you must use only an adjective. Be careful. You don't say be care. After be, you don't use a noun, but you always use an adjective. So silence is a noun, silently is an adverb, and silenced is a verb, but this silent is an adjective. Therefore, be careful, be silent, be cautious, be prudent, be wise, be clever. Okay, with be you always use an adjective, and therefore here after this be you must use only an adjective. The teacher asked the students to be silent. You go to the next aspect of this question paper, conventions of writing. Very quickly let us learn the answers. Identify the correctly punctuated sentence. So correctly punctuated, Dr. Reddy, comma is there, therefore this is wrong. Why using comma there? No. Moreover, after this abbreviation, doctor full stop is not there, and therefore this is wrong. Here you go to the next option, doctor abbreviation, therefore full stop. Beside every abbreviation, you have to use the full stop. For example, when you say BA, beside the abbreviations, you must use the full stop. Similarly, what is that? USA, USA. Okay, and here beard, B-ed, B dot ed dot. So after the abbreviation, you must put the full stop. So here doctor is an abbreviation, put the full stop. Reddy is a famous surgeon. This seems to be correct. And a doctor full stop, Reddy comma. No. Why using this comma? Right. Doctor comma is used here. No, don't use a comma after the abbreviation. So therefore this wrong. So therefore B is your right answer. 32nd one, choose the sentence with correct capitalization. Capital letters, use of capital letters. Now let us look at the options given. My brother lives in Delhi. Every sentence must begin with a capital letter, but here my is not capitalized, therefore this wrong. And lives in Delhi. Delhi is a proper noun, and every proper noun must be capitalized. You know that rule. And but here Delhi is not capitalized, therefore this wrong. My brother lives in Delhi. This is correctly capitalized. My brother, oh, brother is unnecessarily capitalized, and Delhi is not capitalized, therefore this is wrong. My brother lives, beginning word is not capitalized, and this verb is unnecessarily capitalized, therefore this is also wrong, and therefore this B is only the right one. And you move on to the next question. Choose the correct use of apostrophe. Apostrophe, you know very well. In which of the options this apostrophe is correctly used means, so the boys books, no, you cannot say boys books. There are no in Telugu you might say boys books, but in English it's not okay. And here boy apostrophe yes, అబ్బాయి యొక్క పుస్తకాలు. Boys books are new. The second one is the right one. Boys books, after books some apostrophe s is given wrongly, and boys, okay, this is wrong. Okay, boys means, if you boy means అబ్బాయి యొక్క, అబ్బాయిల యొక్క అనాలి అంటే ప్లూరల్ పెట్టి అపాస్ట్రఫీ పెట్టాలి. B is the right option. And 34th one, choose the correctly punctuated sentence. Correctly punctuated sentence. Let us look at the given options and let us check for the sentence which is correctly punctuated. So honesty, quotation marks, comma, said the teacher. Okay, after this teacher comma must be used, but it is not there, therefore this is wrong. Is the best policy. Okay, and honesty, quotation marks, comma must be used here, but it is not there. Here comma is used, and this is wrong. And here honesty, comma is there. Okay, and because this word is being separated from the remaining sentence, therefore you have to use comma. Honesty, comma, quotation marks closed down. Said the teacher, comma, quotation marks begin, is the best policy, full stop, quotation marks closed down. This is correctly punctuated. Honesty, comma, said the teacher, comma, what is the remaining sentence, is the best policy. This is also again put in the inverted comma, full stop, quotation marks close it down. Not quotation marks close it down, full stop, but full stop, quotation marks close it down. That is there. And therefore third one is that C is the right one. Honesty said the teacher is the best policy. No, C is going to be the sentence which is correctly punctuated. Identify the correct punctuation mark used for strong feelings. Strong feelings means some joy, some sorrow, some fear. Okay, so for example, some strong feeling when you are going along the way. Suppose you have hit some stone. What do you say immediately? Abba! automatically you express that strong feeling of pain. Badhato arvava. That is a strong feeling. Suppose you have got the teacher job. What do you say? Hurrah! I have got the job. Your joy knows no bounds. Joy, sorrow, happiness, fear, pain, and these are all strong feelings. Okay, to express them, what punctuation mark do you use? Here you pay attention. Question mark, no. Comma, no. Colon, no. But only exclamation mark. Like, alas, ayo, bravo, hurrah, my God, my God, he met with an accident. అయ్యా మనకి యాక్సిడెంట్ అయిందట్రా ఎట్లా చెప్తావు మనకి యాక్సిడెంట్ అయిందట్రా అలా చెప్తావు నో సో ఇట్ ఈస్ అ స్ట్రాంగ్ ఫీలింగ్ సో ఆఫ్టర్ ద స్ట్రాంగ్ ఫీలింగ్ వాట్ షుడ్ యూ యూజ్ exclamation mark that is the point so C is going to be your answer fourth part of this question paper discourses connected speeches or writings so they are called discourses see here you pay attention which of the following is a formal discourse diary entry no it's not a formal discourse friendly letter not a formal means according to the formalities okay right and dialogue no so only report is a formal discourse means writing diary is not a formal writing or a friendly letter is not a formal writing dialogue is not a formal writing but report is a formal writing and therefore C is the right one and a notice should be how should a notice be? Long and descriptive? No. Poetic? No. Narrative? No. But short and factual. That is important. Therefore, B is the right one. You go to the next question. Which is the most suitable closing for a friendly letter? So, how do you end you say yours affectionately. The very first one is the right one. You don't say yours faithfully. It is generally used with the officers. Yours sincerely, distant friends, and respectfully yours. Again, this is used with business people and officials and so on. And here, yours affectionately. This is the most suitable closing for a friendly letter. 39th one, a biographical sketch focuses mainly on what is a biographical sketch is nothing but a bio sketch. It is nothing but a brief account of someone's life. And this biographical sketch focuses mainly on the person's achievements, character, and contributions, and so on. And here, the writer's opinions, no. Events of a person's life, that's very important. Fictional characters, no humor. So here, A, C, D are wrong. Only events of a person's life. This biographical sketch focuses only on that. And you go to the next question. The tone of a report should be, how should the tone of a report be? Personal? No. Emotional? No. Exaggerated? No. But objective? The tone of a report must be objective, means it is written only in accordance with the person whom you are addressing. ఎవరికైతే రిపోర్ట్ చేస్తున్న వాడిని బట్టి ఈ రిపోర్ట్ అనేది ఉంటుంది సో ఇట్స్ ఆల్వేస్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ the last but one section of this question paper dictionary skills and here choose the word that comes last alphabetically which one comes last alphabetically here you see climb climate cling clinic so here these four words are there climb so cling so last means you see clim so after m only n comes therefore these two words are gone and here CLIN, clean. Whether after this, what is the G is there, here I is there. Which comes first? Whether G comes first or I comes first. G comes first and this comes last. And therefore, this clinic comes last alphabetically in the dictionary. Therefore, D is going to be your answer. The term etymology refers to, what is this etymology? This etymology refers to origin of words. This science deals with the origin of words and not pronunciation, and it also doesn't deal with the spelling or synonyms. So this etymology deals with the origin of words. Okay, 43rd one. The stress in examination falls on the first syllable, second, third, fourth. Whenever you want to give the stress on some word, you have to cut the word into syllables. For example, this examination is there. A, za, mi, Nation. You have to cut the word into syllables. How many syllables are there in this word examination? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here the rule says in the words ending in ION, the last but one syllable receives the stress. Therefore, you have to say examination. So you are stressing determination, explanation. So here the last but one receives the stress. And what is the syllable? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth one receives the syllable. I have made a beautiful video on word stress. Please try to watch that, and many rules are discussed in that. Why don't you watch it? And you go to the next question. A dictionary provides pronunciation through how? Here, phonetic symbols. The very first one is the right one, not through spelling, not through meanings, not through grammar notes. Okay, and here 45th one. Which of the following is not a dictionary feature? What is that which is not a dictionary feature? Guide words is a feature, examples is a dictionary feature, part of speech is a dictionary feature, but rhyme scheme is not a dictionary feature. So therefore, the C is your answer. Reading comprehension. Okay, last 5 questions are there in this question paper, and this is the passage. I have read this and I have also explained this passage um, uh, while giving this question paper. Anyway, now I'll give you very briefly the meaning of this. The Earth's environment is under threat. So now the Earth's environment is under warning due to pollution and deforestation. Pollution has become a big problem, a big menace for the entire world, and also this deforestation. Deforestation means cutting down of the trees in the forest, and human activities have disturbed the natural balance. Because of these activities, what is happening? The natural balance is being disturbed, and because of this natural imbalance, what is happening? Heavy rains are coming. Okay, heavy floods, unexpected rains, and global warming, all kinds of unexpected bad things are happening in this world. Okay, and here, if we wish to survive, we must protect our environment. If we want to live for a long time, we must protect our environment and promote sustainable development. We must work for sustainable. Sustainable means lasting development. Okay, and for future generations. Okay, we have to work for the future generations. If you cut down all the trees now itself, what can you preserve for the future generations? How do they live in the days to come? మనకు ఉన్న చెట్లన్నీ ఇప్పుడు కొట్టేసుకొని పోతే వచ్చేవాడు ఎలా బతకాలి? ఇప్పుడున్న వాతావరణం అంతటిని మీరు కలుషితం చేస్తే వచ్చేవాడు ఎలా బతకాలి? పుట్టేవాళ్ళు ఎలా బతకాలి? You please think of this. It's a beautiful, meaningful passage. Okay, now this is a passage, and under these 5 questions are given, and let us now answer these 5 questions. The main idea of the passage is, what is that? Human progress, no. Urban development, no. Modern technology, no. But environmental protection, that is only the main idea of the passage. You go to the next question. The word sustainable means, what is the meaning of this word? Sustainable means temporary, no. Long lasting, కలకాలం ఉండేటటువంటిది, something like that. Short term, no. Fragile, no. So only long lasting is the right one. The phrase natural balance refers to, what does this natural balance refer to? Balance in diet, no. Balance between nature and humans. So there must be some balance between nature and humans. The humans must love this nature and protect this nature, and then this nature will protect the humans. So there is some reciprocal coordination. If you protect this nature, nature will protect you. If you damage this nature will also damage you. ఎన్ని వరదలు, ఎన్ని బీభత్సాలు, ఎన్ని తుఫానులు, ఎన్ని టార్పెడోలు, ఎన్ని భయంకరమైన విషయాలు జరుగుతున్నాయి. All these things are because of this nature imbalance. Please think of that. And here, political balance, population. So this one is the right one. You go to the last but one. According to the passage, human survival depends. Human life depends where? Pollution, no. Deforestation, no. Environmental protection, C is the right one. Technology, no. And here you pay attention, the tone of the passage. What is the tone of this passage? Can you guess? Comic, no. Indifferent, no. Tragic, no. But warning through this passage. The writer is giving a warning to all the humans of this world. ఈ ప్రపంచ ప్రజలందరికీ ఒక వార్నింగ్ ఇస్తున్నాడు. అయ్యా, మీరు పొల్యూషన్కు పాల్పడితే, డిఫారెస్టేషన్ పాల్పడితే నేచర్ ఇంబ్యాలెన్స్ అవుతుంది, రాబో తరం వాళ్ళు బ్రతకడానికి వీలు ఉండదు. సో ఆల్ సచ్ థింగ్స్ he has conveyed through his small passage. With this explanatory video will come to an end. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any problem in understanding any of the questions that I have explained to you, please make a mention of it in the comment section. And with the third question paper, I shall be back to you. Until then, bye, see you all.